Hello, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics/Non-Classics, episode 56, Doubleshot number 12. First up is Captain America, Castaway Dimension Z Book 1, written by Rick Remender and art by John Romita Jr., not a really big fan of his artwork. Now, there are two new characters introduced in the story. First up, it's this guy, Ian, who is Cap's adopted son, but he's the biological son of Harlem Zola. He's the main bad guy of the story. Not a bad idea for Rick Remender to start with the bad guy everybody knows. Sharon Carter, who only shows up for the opening story in this issue, from most of this event, this period to the very end. And this is Jet Black as a child. Okay, this is just the first issue. He kidnaps, and of course the next issue begins 1 year later. Please stay on there, okay? And there is flashbacks. Steve Rogers retired from like the early 1920s, about the early 30s in this book. Yeah. Pretty much the first two issues, and the second issue picks up right where the second one leaves off. Yes. And, yeah, that's really what that issue is. And, of course, there's a guy he meets, he gets in a fight with him. And, of course, at the end of issue 3, it's revealed that Harlem Zola has implanted something in Steve Rogers' chest, which he takes out at the end of the second issue. And the last issue. And issue 4 begins 11 years later. And this is what Jet Black looks like when it starts. She gets rid of that. Yeah, this is her basically as an adult. I don't know how old she is at this time, but she's pretty much, she's probably like in her early 20s. Yes. And then the next issue, she continues wearing the suit. But toward the end of this issue, she takes it off, and she's revealed to wearing this underneath. Okay. Been unusual, but okay. She thinks that Steve killed her brother. Turns out she's wrong. And then at the end of the sixth issue, he takes out Harlem Zola out of his chest. Well, the thing was in his chest, and the thing ends with blood and all this other stuff. Now, despite the fact that John Romita Jr. is a hard working here, I'm giving this book a 5 out of 5 because it's a very, very good story, and I can't wait to get book 2 when it comes out. Okay? Next up is a book that I did not expect to do here. X-Men and Spider-Man, written by Chris Gage. Art by, if I can find the artist on here. Artist is Mario Albertini, I think the name is. This book contains the Forest Media series X-Men/Spider-Man 1-4 and X-Men 35, plus a page from X-Men 27, which is the first time Spider-Man has met, well, one of the X-Men, but he does meet the X-Men officially to issue 35. Each issue takes place during a period of time, and basically it concludes basically in the present. The first issue looks like it takes place just after the events of issue, because the battling the Hulk. It probably takes place right after issue 66, probably not long afterwards. Yeah, of course to meet Peter Parker. Of course, this takes place in the past when all the X-Men are wearing their original, well, second costumes. Yes. That's never the whole point of the first issue. And, of course, Sinister's the main bad guy of the story. The second issue takes place right after Kraven's first hunt and Mutant Massacre. Though in the point of Mutant Massacre, it takes place immediately afterwards. Yes. But it's sort of like untold stories in a way. Yeah, that's the way the series is told. And, of course, Spider-Man's wearing his black costume. This is what the artwork looks like. They probably try to match it. And, of course, Sinister shows in the very end like usual. Now, in the third book, this takes place, from what I can tell, possibly just after Onslaught, but during the clones, during the tail end of the Clone Saga, Ben Reilly's in this book. Yeah, and of course, Storm's wearing a black costume for some odd reason. Well, I can't find any 90s books basically with Storm's wearing a black costume. Okay, it's a bit weird, but okay. Of course, they fight Carnage in the book. And then in the final issue, which takes place during the Josh Whedon era of Astonishing X-Men, because they're wearing the Astonishing X-Men costumes, it introduces this guy. This is Raven. He's a clone of Kraven. Now, he doesn't appear any time. He only appears just in this one issue only. And he does not appear afterwards. He does not meet Kraven himself. I don't think he even knows Kraven's alive. But all in all, this is a pretty good book. And this basically shows Spider-Man's a long time allegiance to the X-Men. Now, he's never been a member of the X-Men, but he's been a long time ally of the X-Men. This book I give a 5 out of 5. Okay? Stay tuned for the last double shot, which I will do next. Okay? Bye.